Good morning, Otaku Clan. It's your boy D Money coming to you live with a new episode, you know, as we do, keeping you up to date, keeping you hip, keeping you in touch with all anime news, anime in general, anime women, you know?
I think you was trying to say reviews there and just lost
Oh
your words.
yeah. It's okay. You know, we're still it's a work of progress. It's a work in progress.
I think
you
it's
know
still
what I'm saying?
shots talking.
We may or may not be drinking.
A skirt.
We have
it's
to,
not
man.
really important.
It eases us into the podcast.
That's true. You know, but
It's brotherhood.
You know,
drinks. You know?
I'm here with your boys.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Hope everything's all right. This is P. King.
nice.
And I'm also here with.
Ohio, Reggie Sama.
All right.
Ooh.
And last but not
I
least,
love how,
you know,
love how he went in with the Ohio.
yeah, you know,
We're-
putting the
you know,
words
we're-
into
we're-
use.
Little
We're-
double
we're-
entendre there.
Yeah, we're among friends, so Ohio's great.
Yeah.
But if it wasn't friends, it'd be Ohio gozaimasu. Yes.
Maybe.
But
Right.
it's your boy B Rad.
All right. Today we're going over our all-time old school classic, a favorite. Some of the fans may already know what I'm about to say. Vampire Night.
Boo, vampire. And I'm playing.
Listen.
Well, damn, that escalated real quick.
Save your reviews for later. You know, we're gonna dive deep, you know. Hopefully you guys, you know, we can keep you interested, you know, share everything that you need to know, and hopefully you guys, you know, are interested enough to watch it later on. But starting off, we're gonna start with B-Rad. Do you have an anime word of the day?
An anime word? No. A Japanese word? Maybe.
Okay. I'll accept Japanese word. You know? Same thing. Tomato. You know, however you want to slice it.
Potato,
I guess
potato.
if you want to put it like that, but I guess we could we'll go with one since summer's coming around. Hatsui
Hatsui.
means hot.
Oh, like
Hot
temperature
outside,
wise.
yes.
Okay.
Hatsui.
Hatsui.
Hatsui desu.
Hatsui
Hatsui
desu.
Hatsuru.
Hatsui desune. It's hot, isn't it?
Okay. Hatsui desune. Okay.
Hi.
Look at me, bilingual. You know.
Yeah, we're learning.
Yeah. You know.
We're all learning here. I mean, if you guys want, we could try to get Peking to throw some Filipino words in there too, but
Okay. I mean,
that's, you
Japanese-
just leave it in the comment. We could learn. We learn and talk about anime.
Yeah. You know.
Well, the thing is, like, my issue with that is Tagalog, which is like the main branch in the Philippines, that's difficult even for me.
Bakit.
Bakit?
Bakit.
Well, considering the fact that I was born here and then most of my family is born over there, and like for my case, my city was Iloilo, and the branches, Iloilo.
What was the dialect for your branch?
In our city, it's either Hiligaynon or Karaya or Basayan, which is a different branch from Tagalog.
Is Bisayan and Bisayat the same or no?
Basayan is what you use for that language.
But is it Bisayat?
Yeah, it's the same thing. Potato, again.
Yeah,
Okay.
Tomato.
And also, like, Cebu has Cebuano, Manila has the Taglish, which is Tagalog English or Filipino English. They do that mishmash. It's the new generation. Big fucking whoop. Anyway.
Okay. Well, that
Hey,
was
some
a
of these
little,
people might want to know, man.
Yeah, that was a little bilingual class with, you know, Peking
The more
and
you know, the more you know.
B-Rads. The more you know.
Shoot,
You know.
I mean,
No,
look at
we
you.
have all diversity here, man.
Facts.
So we even have D Money from the Caribbean.
Yeah, Trinidad and
Yeah,
Tobago.
man.
So why don't you say some words for us and that?
You see, we speak English, so
But not entirely. You have some other words.
we do. However, it's still kind of English. You know, like it's different ways to slice English, but it's still
Right.
English. You
Right.
know.
How about you, Reggie Sama?
And me, I mean, I'm America. You know,
Yeah.
I'm good old jambalaya. Baby. I'm much true and true.
I mean, I'm American too, but I'm over here teaching Japanese.
I mean, I have a little bit of everything. I really am jambalaya.
All right.
Yeah, we could throw in some of your French.
Yes.
Oui, oui, s'il vous plaît.
Yeah. Parlez-vous français?
You know.
Okay.
Omelette du fromage.
Omelette du fromage. Omelette du. Espionage.
Well, hope you guys learned a couple things. Keep
Le
you
petit enfant soir.
anime informed and language informed.
Gotta
Little-
mix it up.
Yeah, if we
See
do
if you
the
guys
same
like
thing
it.
over and over, you guys might get bored. Yeah.
9.
All right.
It's actually a swear. I'm sorry. I apologize.
I broke Peking.
I was not expecting that at all.
That's wonderful.
The Wunderwaffel. Yeah.
Wonderful. We're digress.
I
So we
wonder-
started up, man. So what,
I mean,
what's
it's
this?
hold on.
What's this about? What is this?
Vampire Night. We're talking about vampire.
Vampire
So
Nights?
I wonder if they have other vampires that speak different languages.
I would assume so.
You would assume, but everything we've ever seen is always English, unfortunately.
No,
British,
It
UK.
started in
Yeah.
what, like Romania.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
but-
kind of in the intersection of German, Russian.
I feel like it depends on if they started traveling or not. If they travel to like other countries, obviously they would have to learn at some point.
They had to adapt and grow.
Yeah.
For my case, when it comes to the Philippines, it's a swang, which is kind of like a humanoid.
It's
A humanoid vampire.
Folklores.
One of the folklores, a swang. And it's not a swang.
A
I want-
swang.
And I just want to make that perfectly clear. I know Supernatural fucked that up. It's
No,
a-
I don't think they did.
I think it was either.
They were pretty accurate on a bunch of their folklore
No.
history.
I thought it was Supernatural, but probably another TV show. Nonetheless, it's a swang.
A swan. Okay.
It is a Filipino folklore, which is a humanoid demon that comes out at night and like consumes a lot of.
I guess you can compare him to like a Wendigo.
Yeah,
Okay.
a little bit.
It goes all over.
Look at that. We
I
got
know a
folklore.
little. I know a little
Egyptians
bit of
have,
Filipino stuff.
Yeah, we got
Respect.
language, we got folklore, we got anime.
I love the
look
Asian
at that. We're
culture.
just covering all bases at this point.
I mean, these guys are the jambalaya. I'm the brown rice, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gotta keep it mixed up. You got a white guy. Are you got a Filipino guy. You got
But what is
a Caribbean-
Because that's not a thing, right? 'Cause there's German, there's Irish. You get some red hair,
yeah.
Unfortunately, your kind was pretty frowned upon as well, buddy. You're,
Yeah.
you're down there with us, us road workers and field workers,
Unfortunately, I'm gonna throw this out there. I know it's off topic. I have to throw it out there. My history and my genes, I have the Aryan race in me. I have blue eyes, and when I had hair, it was blonde.
It's a little German, but you got
So-
some red in there, man.
Yeah, it's only my beard though. It's only my beard. If I shave that, you won't see it.
Feel that touch of the Irish.
Yeah, just a little bit,
Okay.
just a wee bit.
So wee bit. I got
Okay.
some. My beard and afro turn red.
Stealing my Lucky Charms.
Get the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow.
I even know that.
Rainbows.
But all right,
Just kidding. We love you
back to
guys.
topic.
Back to
So
topic, back to
Vampire
topic.
Night.
Ah,
Vampire
yeah.
Night.
Vampire Night.
So we were tasked with watching and reading it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, your boy, B-Rad, is the,
Phil.
the left out one for once.
Phil.
I did not get to finish it.
He's not taking the podcast serious.
I was at work reading it at work, risking my job.
Risking it all.
The podcast is life.
It is.
This
I
is
put
what
my soul
this will
into
help
this.
you quit your job.
It's either that or we become strippers. I mean, which one do you want us to do?
I think
We can do both.
Parties,
Yeah.
All right.
Podcast by day, stripper by night.
Hell yeah.
Like Batman.
But we're more Chippendale than Batman, bro.
But don't worry. You guys will know when you see me on the stripper pole. I'll be wearing that big Doug Dimmadome hat.
Okay, Doug Dimmadome.
You'll definitely know what the hell I'll be wearing. I'll be wearing the Borat banana hammock. So
Okay.
So, Vampire Night. It's obviously about vampires.
Okay.
Yes.
I mean,
No
you
knights,
couldn't
though.
tell.
I
You
will
couldn't
say I'm a
tell.
little upset.
Okay.
I
because,
thought it was
with the
zombies.
name,
Wait.
I thought there'd be like knights. Like it would be like kind of a
Like an army kind of vampire
Fate
thing.
Stay Night kind of like. Ooh,
Val-
I haven't
yeah.
watched any of Face
And it's just like there are no knights at all. Whoa.
I know.
Real weird right now. Anyway.
But B-Rads, would you like to tell us a little bit about Vampire Night?
Man. So I've watched the first season. I didn't watch the second season. I started reading from where it left off, but I didn't finish it. So there are a bunch of students that go to a school that are trying to unify vampires and humans, which sounds ridiculous because they need blood to survive. So I mean, who They need blood to survive.
They got like blood tablets.
Yeah.
Blood.
They have like a
Blood,
way
dude.
around it, right? They-
Blood,
still blood.
blood tablets
like
is like a
tofu.
purification water.
It's like
It's
tofu.
still blood.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly,
it's not
yeah.
real.
It's watered down. It's just
like,
blood.
Get over it. You don't need blood. You
Yeah.
just want it. Here, drink this.
Yeah, you're faking it.
But then they're all like, "Oh man, that smells really good." Kind of like a little Twilight vibe, you know? Like, ooh, California.
so-
you're not from around here, you know? You're
So
not Texas
with
pure blood.
with the school unification, they have the what they call the committee, the disciplinary committee. Yeah,
committee.
disciplinary committee. There was 2 people, and they were both on day shift, which makes no sense, and they had to patrol all night.
Everybody wants day shift. It makes perfect
Yeah.
sense.
And the vampires were all on nights, and the humans were all on days, and they would only see each other during school change, and that was it.
Mhm.
Or that's supposed to be it, but sometimes shit happens.
You know, like
Yeah.
little lurkers here and there from
Yeah.
like
Day shift.
from day shift and
You know-
sometimes from night shift as well.
That's
You got-
how
you
the real
got-
world actually operates.
you gotta throw in that-
These guys who are like, "Oh, let me just hang out."
All the vampires
Help
were
out.
gorgeous looking people.
You know,
In the
obviously
words of
supermodels.
yeah, in
Some
the words
may
of
say.
Yuki, all the vampires are gorgeous.
Yeah.
Which I mean, whatever. There's some ugly vampires.
Where
You
the
can't
ugly
hide that.
vampires at?
Listen, the only ugly vampires are like the fucking peasants of the vampire class.
The level E.
Yeah, because most vampires are like royalty and like upper class, and they hold themselves to like such a high standard where it's just out of the womb you're beautiful. Yeah.
Then you get like the bottom dweller death eaters. They eat dead bodies and rats. and
Yeah,
dogs.
So what happens if the vampire is born is ugly as shit? Are you gonna throw it like Spartan
They
style?
probably kill him.
Oh,
to
it's
be
locked
honest.
in. It's locked. You just get a cool shirt like with ruffles. You are ugly for eternity. Like,
Hello, I'm a vampire.
blood. It's like that, you know.
Motherfucker just going, "Hey, you guys!"
Yeah, exactly. The whole time. He's a Dracula.
Facts.
So
Sloth, but not in the day. Not at daytime. All night long.
Holy shit!
Deep Money's not the only one not wearing an anime shirt or pants.
Listen, I came from my
surprised.
daytime job before I got here.
Judge him, man. It's all right.
You know?
We have to, man.
We're brothers.
Listen, I
But
came
we,
from,
we have to. We have to throw them under
Drank
the bus.
together in a circle.
I,
man.
I
We're
came from
brothers.
work. Yeah, it's okay.
He's
Wear your
changing.
anime stuff to work.
His outfit currently resembles.
Are you
that
scared?
Of
No, you see,
King of High School or God of High School.
yeah,
That's really
Tower
what
of
he's
God.
going
You
for.
know,
You're
like
getting silly
I
not
can't
seeing it.
talk.
Look at that.
Well, you got a Yu Yu Hakusho shirt on. Yeah. And then you got a upside down girl with her titties showing. I don't even know what that's from, but it's fire. And I got some 02 pants on.
listen, I'm dressed as Tower of God. Like they were just standing on business.
All right. So in the next 5 minutes, you're gonna introduce 15 people to us.
15 people.
Yeah.
I could, but like I don't see why.
Isn't that how the God of High School works? They introduce like fucking 5 people every episode.
It's content and depth building. It's
Yeah.
a deep story.
Listen, I'm just the main guy, like just kicking ass.
Yeah, you could get.
It doesn't matter what I have
All
on.
right,
It's
well-
about what these hands could do.
Okay. Well, if
You
you're
know?
if you're the main guy kicking ass, kick ass on telling us about Vampire Night.
All right, that's easy, right?
I bet.
So
It's easy.
we're gonna do a slight recap of the anime, right? So basically, we have 3 main characters, right? I know that sounds crazy, but 3 main characters. First character, Kaname Kuran. He is a vampire noble from a long lineage of purebred vampire, right? Just full on incest in the vampire community, right? To keep his bloodline pure, right?
It's for the bloodline.
It's for the bloodline, for family, for friends, Then-
Friendship.
yeah, for friendship, like everything just makes the world go round, Can't spell family without F,
Jesus Christ!
Whoa.
100%. I get it.
We do not condone this. We do not
Listen, this
condone.
is a no judgment zone.
I'm,
I'm just saying.
I'm just answering for myself.
What the-
I do not
it's a
condone
review.
this.
what
It's a
happened
review.
in the anime, yeah,
It's art.
Yeah, it's art, It's not my
Not
art.
not the family bonding, but the
Yeah.
anime.
It's part of character building,
MF
Like, you gotta
Ghost.
love your brother. Like,
Oh, we'll get to that with Zero.
But right. So then second main character, Zero. His last name. Fuck.
Let's just go with Zero.
Let's just go with Zero.
That's
Right.
fine.
His lineage is a long line of vampire hunters. Right. You know, obviously we have vampires. You have vampires hunters. Now we have the third main character, in my opinion, for the first season, least important. Her name is Yuki. No last name right now. Well, actually, for season 1, Yuki Cross. That's her name. Yeah. And basically, there's 2 seasons out right now. The gist of the anime right now is that they have the vampires at night, they have the humans during the day, and the headmaster of Cross Academy is trying to get everybody to coexist. Basically, vampires don't need to hunt humans, humans don't need to hunt vampires. Everybody could just live happily ever after like a fairy tale. Because as you know, this is an anime and shit is based off of plot. Moving on. Kaname, the pureblood, he fucking hates Zero, the vampire hunter. For a good reason, obviously. However, Zero's a bitch. I'm just put that out there. You know? Kaname be standing on business. And Kaname is just that guy. He's Himothy. Zero is still learning his self-worth, in a way, you could say, one might say, you know? And he's still trying to find himself based off of circumstances that, you know, slight spoiler,
Has happened. Just say
has
it
happened
But
after events in his family's life.
see, I don't think it's fair to call Zero a bitch because he wasn't born and raised into the lifeline he chose. So, I mean, you take Kaname, who's a full-blooded
Vampire.
purebred,
Yeah.
and he just knew from the get-go, like, I'm a pureblood, I'm the best there's going to be, you know, it is what it is.
Right.
From last podcast, it is what it is. Fuck you.
Yeah.
And
You gotta do what you gotta do.
he just knows what he has to do. He knows how strong he is. Zero, on unprecedented circumstances, doesn't know who he is, doesn't know how to control himself, doesn't know how to do anything.
He also has a deep hatred for vampires.
Yes,
In the
for
early-
good reasons.
Deep-seated hatred.
So I think it's unfair to call him a bitch because he tries to protect and do what he needs to do.
Yeah, he does his thing. Plus, he has a gun.
Okay.
But he's
Okay.
always crying in the corner. You know,
Yeah,
there's
he's
that.
very dramatic and he's always crying.
I'm
So
thirsty.
it's not a spoiler because this was revealed in season 1. His parents got slaughtered, and he did get turned into a vampire. So he technically hates himself.
It's kind of a spoiler.
I mean, it's season 1.
Yeah,
so
but
like,
that's still a spoiler because that's like episode 4.
This is like 2008, though. It released in
I'm pretty sure it was
2000.
4.
Listen, it's
'Cause,
fine.
You do gotta give it that. I agree.
This is 2008, y'all. Like, I'm sorry. I
It's a different
apologize.
time.
yeah. He's just very dramatic. He's just like, you know, like he's the opposite of what you think a vampire is, kind of.
Well, think about it, because if you're a fucking born-blooded hatred fucking vampire hunter, and you get turned into a vampire, what are you gonna do? You're gonna
That's-
fucking hate yourself.
You're
Noah,
gonna be Blade.
Technically, it's ironic. Yeah. Or it could be Blade, yeah.
A knockoff.
But not
version.
everybody's Blade. Yeah.
Yeah.
Less-
Blade was black, you know? So, you know, yeah.
You get the best of both worlds.
What, this Hannah Montana shit going on? All right.
Oh, that's a full. Anyway.
But yeah, Zero is just like, he's a special guy. Moving on from that, basically the storyline for season 1 is basically, you know, them trying to find peace, you know, them protecting Yuki, which is part of the disciplinary committee, and she struggles every day trying to keep the day class away from night class because, you know, day class is just attracted to basically the forbidden fruit, which would be night class, the vampires. And yeah, it's just, that's what it's about right now.
It's all about keeping peace between the humans and vampires since they live under one huge ass dormitory
Yeah.
building. Then you got the headmaster, who I think personally is an annoying ass character. Not gonna lie. Every single time in every episode.
No, the headmaster's the comedic,
I get that he adopted her.
he's
Okay.
he's the comedic relief, you know? Every
wish they
anime needs
showed
that
him
comedic
I
relief.
get. Look, no,
Amazing
hold on,
guy
hold on,
he
hold on.
is. Just give him that.
Hold on. I understand that character like basically adopted was it Yuri or okay. I understand that because she lost her parents at a young ass age, and adopted her. Now he thinks he's like oh yeah, you gotta call me daddy and shit. And I'm like, oh god, this is
Well,
getting
that
so
is fine.
fucking.
I get the comedic.
No, yeah, it can be serious all the time. Like if
I
they're
know,
dramatic,
but it's
all
so-
Like Soul
it's-
Eater, like Death was like one of the most OP characters, but he did that weird stuff too. you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, but this shit is like kind of corny to me, man. I ain't gonna lie.
No,
I don't know. Don't you like it when girls call you daddy?
That's different, man. I don't want an old ass man calling me
He was
daddy.
like-
There's a difference,
That
bro.
was way different. Yeah.
Totally
It's
different.
kind of danced the line for me.
A supermodel
Okay.
25-year-old while I'm sticking it in, like calling me daddy? Fuck yeah, I would. You kidding me? God damn. Not a 45-year-old fucking weirdo being the headmaster of these fucking students, and I have to call him daddy. No, I'm good, man.
Yeah.
You don't pay me
He
enough.
didn't say you had to. He said you can.
And he's just strong.
No, he keeps forcing it. He keeps forcing it with her. It's like, you're supposed to call me daddy. I'm the one who raised you. No, I mean, come on.
valid.
Hey, different culture.
Yeah.
Fair. Fair.
Yeah.
That's just on me. My bad, y'all.
Age of consent. It's weird over there, man. It's like they're very open minded. I
It's,
don't
no,
I don't know.
I guess.
They
yeah.
they definitely are. They definitely are. Like
way
it's
too open.
it's a different verse,
Not for me.
maybe
I mean, hey,
if we were raised differently, I don't know, but
our forefathers may have did it. Who knows? I don't know. Anyway, for me, right? So it's a harem. It's a reverse harem. You got just one girl who's very dumb and kind of basic, and like for me, here's the annoying part, right? So you have freaking Yuki, and yeah, she's a disciplinary class like leader. She's supposed to like break it up and keep the vampires at bay, keep the girls at bay. But the second that anyone comes in front of her and he's like, hey, she's what are you gonna do? You gonna suck my blood? You gonna suck my blood right now? Oh no!
yeah.
Oh
yeah.
no! Like she's immediately smitten, and like it's just gonna happen. Like take it then, go ahead. Like
Only when
That's
Zero
what gets you
trying.
outta here.
It's like a weird tension kind of thing because
and
it'll be
I'm
like,
not against it.
oh my
right?
god, you want to see my naked neck? Like, oh my
Yeah.
god.
Oh no, you're so close to me. What are you gonna do? You gonna bite me? You gonna bite me right now? It's like that's the whole.
You gotta throw it in
guys,
there like
right
a-
in each other's face. Like, what did you bite her? Was
you
it
gotta
good?
throw
Was
it in
really
modern
good?
time. You gonna bite me, bro?
It was so good, bro. I loved it. I got so hot. I
Facts.
got so hot eating her blood. Oh, it smells so good.
You made
There's a lot of that, and I kept thinking like, oh, something's building up.
Holy
You'd be like,
there's
shit.
gonna be a
You
fight.
in
Like,
less than like
I
what?
smelt it all the way to
In
my
less than
dorm.
hold on, in less than 5 freaking minutes, you just made this fanfic porno with this
That's
fucking
what it was
anime.
for me.
Hi, yeah, you gonna bite me?
No, it was amazing, right? Because they're wizards. They're not even vampires. They're just weirdly into blood too. They're like, well, I'm gonna drink some blood too because I'm that
I
strong.
know, but the way you exaggerate that, man, it just it's just
I
still.
went in blind, and that's what I saw. There's some cool wizards who are kind of into blood at night, and I guess
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
vampires.
you gonna
and she
kill
just
my
immediately
neck?
submitted. Immediately, like, oh, economy, don't do that. Zero's over in the corner struggling. Don't. Okay, go ahead. If you need my blood, please take it.
All right. So that's your negative part.
I don't know. That's how it was for
All right,
me.
Peking, get your negative out, and then we gotta talk about some positives.
Oh, I already said it. The headmaster thing.
Okay, so that's your only negative.
That's my only negative.
All right.
Everything else about it.
Since Reggie thinks it's basically a porno over here, give us some positives, Reggie.
Not all the way. I mean, I think there was some cool. I like the development with Zero. He was struggling. I think that was cool.
Yeah, he did get a lot better.
I liked the main. I'm so off of their name, but the was it?
The main girl.
Yes.
Yuki?
Maria.
Oh, the
yeah.
other pure blood.
Maria
Kurenai.
Kurenai, yeah.
Kurenai. I like that she just kind of like, I'm super strong and I'm just gonna show up here dressed as a kid and mess with you all. Like she didn't
Yeah.
have to do that, but she still.
Well, she
was
wasn't
like,
even
I'm gonna
dressed as a
pretend to be
kid. She used somebody else's body.
Basically, yeah.
But like, I don't know. It's just like, why? It's like a Dio moment, you know? Like, what are you doing? You just being weird with your power? Like,
Yeah.
I did not want to see you guys. I'm here to check up.
If you could, wouldn't you use
it,
your
you
power
know?
to fucking
You're happy?
do whatever?
I don't like you being happy. So I liked it. Don't get me wrong. I did like it, but coming in blind, I was just like, man, this is really sexy.
All right, P King. What's your positives?
I mean, the character development for each of the characters and each of their own paths. I mean, that was pretty cool. Seeing them develop, like especially with Zero developing into what he needs to be. Animation for the most part, pretty solid. Feels kind of a little old school. And
I mean, it is old school.
I know, 2008. I get it. It but for its time, I think it's pretty cool. I like how it portrays itself. But holy crap, I forgot what I was gonna say the other ones too. But yeah, but that's basically my positives. Headmaster's still annoying as hell to me though. Sorry.
Valid. It's okay.
D-Money.
Overall, I did enjoy the anime. I did enjoy the storyline and the way they told the storyline as well, because they didn't try to like cram information down you, but it was enough to where it was like, okay, well, you're understanding everything that's happening and why it's happening the way it's happening. I really like the specific different characters they chose, like the vampire hunters. Even the side characters had like backstory kind of things that the author did really well, and overall it was really decent. What about you, B-Raz?
So, for someone that didn't fully finish it, season 1 was really good. I liked how, like everybody else said, the character development was really good. I didn't like how they kind of threw in that said person had a twin brother. And it just like threw everything off, because I was looking at it like, I'm like confused.
That was the plot layer.
It was.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, like why is he over here? And then they revealed that it was said person's brother. So I'm like, okay, this is pretty cool. When they went into the backstory of Zero, I thought it was pretty cool that they seen the vampire girl, the pureblood, turn the cherry blossom to full bloom in the middle of winter.
Right.
I thought that was cool, and that's like where it all took off, in my opinion.
Okay.
So the fact that he was being raised to be a vampire hunter, and she just knew who they were, like she was watching them. I just wish they would throw in how she said she wanted revenge for what they did to whoever, I forget the person's name.
Basically her lover at that point.
Okay, well they should have showed that or did something instead of just saying it. But I mean, they might do it in the future.
We'll
But besides that, I mean, I like how Yuki's trying to keep the peace between everybody, even though it's hard for her. And then the whole fact that they try to keep the whole school like atmosphere
kind
as
of
like
balanced.
I wouldn't even say balanced, just like as a normal like lifestyle. Like they have the ball, they do stuff together. They had Valentine's Day where they give chocolates to each other. Like they try to keep it normal. Like
try to keep
actually
the peace.
live in peace.
Yeah.
So
Okay, so quick question for all three of y'all. All right. Compared to Vampire Knight and Twilight, which one's better?
I fucking hate Twilight.
But I don't know. It seems
Hashtag.
very, very.
All right, we're gonna bring that debate up. Who's
Yeah,
Team Jacob and who's Team
No,
Edward?
I hate.
Oh, man.
I'd rather watch Vampire Night over fucking Twilight.
Edward all the way. He's so sparkly. You know.
Fuck you, Team Jacob. What the hell's wrong with you?
He's coming in late. You know, I like the way you smell. I bet you do. Get out of here. I found it first.
Zaddy.
Oh. My blood, you want to smell me? You're a werewolf? Oh my gosh. You could be out all day.
All right. So, did you read it or watch it, Reggie?
I started to read it. It was a lot to read. It was a lot of content. It was, and like for what I was expecting. So then I did slide up on Hulu and watch it.
So, I will say, from going from watching it to reading it, I feel like reading it was unstructured.
It was a lot. They just throw a lot of
Because D Money sent me a link and I started reading it, and I went from where season 2 was gonna pick up, and it just seemed like it was all over the place. Because I started reading it, and I'm like, okay, well, this part seems like it just skipped a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
And then it goes back, and it's like a back and forth thing.
That's the double-edged sort of animation too.
So they pull like a
pull out
Christopher
some stuff
Nolan
to keep it-
doing the
Oh,
whole like
yeah.
flashback thing and then going
Yeah,
back
that's
forward.
what it seemed like
There's
to
a lot of
me.
stuff you don't need, but then sometimes it's like, oh, it would have been so much better had they kept that in.
If they would have shaved, I didn't read the manga, but like I feel like that's the case. They should have at least shaved off a few, pages about that. Because if you do too much of that, then you're gonna lose the interest of the reader.
I mean,
I
overall-
think they did it better in the anime.
Yeah, I was gonna
A lot of
say
stuff
overall, if
didn't
I had to recommend it, I'd recommend
Yeah.
watching it over
I
reading it.
found out why every single person was coming to the school and
Mhm.
like what their intentions were and why they struggle. And I mean, it was cool.
What'd you think of Maria?
I liked her. I like the villain. That's how I'm a weirdo, dude. And she just hit me. She gave me some DL vibes. It was like, why? There was no why. It was just how she could. And it was like, we got to stop you because you're not going to stop. Like you're.
It's because she could do what she wanted, and nobody was
Yeah,
gonna say anything.
I'm the boss. I made all you. Shut up. She's kind of.
What do you feel about Maria?
Like I don't really care, honestly. Like not trying to be mean, but like I wasn't really getting into this. Like
But she's toxic.
It's tough.
I know, but there's so much, there's too much toxic to go around at that point. I'm just like I need a break.
All right, D Money. What do you feel about Maria?
So, honestly, I feel like she was a villain we needed. She kind of just shook things around for the school. Like everybody was getting kind of complacent. It was just like everybody knew kind of like what it was. But when she came in, it was just like, oh, what the fuck is this? So I feel like it was like the kind of change up that we needed. And then on top of that, she was just super strong. So everybody was just like, they didn't know how to react to her technically. And the vampires that knew of her existence couldn't just react how they wanted to because, vampires just like a specific order and
they
stuff.
knew she was a pureblood.
Yeah, and you have to listen to purebloods basically. So it was just like,
Only the ones that turn you. But I mean, the one guy could have said something, but he didn't want to die.
yeah,
But still, that's like my favorite moment in the whole first season, at least, is without ruining it, like the hand through the back, because it was such like a nod to like I guess I did appreciate like they didn't need a whole battle, they didn't need a whole like all these moves and who finally got ahead. It was just like you're strong, I'm strong, and this is how I ended it. Like it was like okay, all right,
Yeah.
okay, they are that guy.
yeah,
I honestly thought Kaname was gonna end up being a bad guy. Watching it, I mean,
I don't
he
know.
shows off being a good guy, which I mean was cool and all, but usually that's where the plot twist takes for him.
I thought he was
So
gonna
I
be
thought-
like, he's gonna be like an anti-hero or something. instead of
Listen,
just-
you never know. The anime's not. I mean, well, the anime's over.
We only got to season
But
1 though.
The
There's no other season.
manga, they might show you some things. But it would be very interesting to see him as a villain. Like if he was to act how you expect him to act instead of how he actually acts, I feel like it'd be very interesting to see. There'd be a lot of blood.
He's pretty clever. I'll give him that. The fact that when one of the purebloods was killed, they made it seem like Zero was the one to do it.
Yeah.
So the way he was just playing it off, I mean, like he was just sly about it.
Listen, manipulation at its finest. And when you've been manipulating people for like 100 years, you're bound to be good at it.
You better be good at it.
Yeah.
that'd be fucking sad if you weren't.
Facts. But
Especially if it's like, let's say,
That's like a vampire living for 1,000 years and still being fucking poor.
facts.
yeah, you deserve to
Man.
die if that happened. Like seriously, you have all this time from point A, point B, and you need
Shit, if I lived for 100 years and I was still poor, I'd put myself out of my misery.
if it was 1,000 years, like past 1,000 years at that point, the first 50 years, I would do like a complete and mass genocide for at least like this one county, and then I disappear for like another 200 years, and then I come back.
Valid.
I would strike fear. That's my villain arc.
All right, so
I do what Dracula did. You know, I get everybody like a year to prepare, and then like just get like.
I wouldn't even give
demon
him a year to
army ready.
prepare. I'll be Frieza, bro, and I just like literally.
full cell tournament.
Yeah.
so
you know,
what was
just-
your favorite character and why?
Honestly, I feel like it would be between. Are we doing top 2 again?
Nope, just top character.
Top character.
Top character.
Top 2 would have been easy, but number 1, I feel like it would have to be. I can't remember his name right now, but Zero's teacher, the one that taught him
his
everything he
yeah,
needed
his
to be.
master.
about everything he needed to be to become a vampire hunter. The guy just like he walked into the room and he was just a cool guy, you know. The temperature would decrease, like he was just that guy, you know.
That kills me though. Like they made him the homeroom economics teacher,
Yeah.
but also for night class. When did this man fucking sleep? He was
Listen,
on both days and nights
Economics
all the
never
fucking
stop.
time.
Listen, he's a vampire hunter. Like vampires, you know.
You have to sleep or you can't function.
Micro naps.
Listen,
That's how he's
yeah,
that's how
he's-
That's how it is. You gotta do those micro naps. Man.
Yeah.
part of the
I
lessons.
guess.
He sleeps for 10 minutes during the day when the vampires are asleep, you know. Like
I guess. What about you, P King? Who's your favorite character and why?
Honestly, the what was that? Kaname,
Yeah.
The pureblood.
the leader, basically.
yeah, Kaname.
He's he's basically like that badass motherfucker. He's like very like strategic on like what he can do next and whatnot. So
Yeah, Kaname cool.
he's a very good strategic like strategist. I should
He's
say.
the next Coolio.
What's this, Gangsta's Paradise? All right,
Yeah.
let's go.
all right. Reggie Simon, what about you?
Ooh, for me, it's gonna be Zero. I just like the different layers of character development. Like their story is always changing, and what they're dealing with is always changing. I mean, you can kind of tell what's going to happen, I think, right away, but just to see how it's executed, I think, is pretty interesting. And I wish that they gave them more free roam. You know, like when some people go wild and they're conflicted. Inuyasha is conflicted. Oh no,
Yeah.
full moon, I'm weak, or full demon mode. I just think I wish he would have had a chance to rampage a little bit, but I mean, who knows? Season 2, here we come. I'll look out for him.
Okay. I'd probably say Maria.
Of course.
Yeah. I like
Maria Kuenai.
yeah, I just like how she is manipulative and devious. The fact that she wanted that revenge and she got it, she did what she set out to do.
Yeah, you gotta respect the hustle. Though.
So I mean, she lived the life she wanted to,
Yeah, she did.
and then the fact that she ended up falling in love with a human, kind of threw a twist in there for me.
Okay.
I'm not gonna tell you who that human was. Just watch it and find out, or read it, you know. But the real a nut twister.
good old nut twist.
Grab him by the dick and twist it. So all right.
One person, please. One person kiss. Anybody. Somebody. Just release this tension. You know? No, nobody. It's real close.
What would you rate it, Peking?
With Vampire Knight, it just felt like, for some reason, it felt like I was similar to another anime, but I can't really pinpoint it. Feels kind of samey on some parts, but it's still all in all a pretty decent anime to me. This might sound controversial, and you're probably gonna bite my neck for this one, no pun intended. I would say like a 3.5, honestly.
Okay, I think
It's-
that's fair.
It's like it's in the middle. I don't hate it. I don't really like it that much either. I just feel like it just feels same. There's some sameness with this particular anime.
Well, I mean, with vampire stuff, I mean, there's only so much you can really do.
True.
But It's still different though.
It still has its moments where it's different, but it just, I don't know.
All right, what about you, Reggie?
Okay, so I mean, I came in blind. I gave it 100%. You know, my love, one full season.
-1 out of 5.
Ooh, 1.5. 1.5 for sure.
1.5.
1.5 for sure.
Why?
And
Wait,
because
what?
like
I was kidding.
I am not that guy. Like that's it was like all of my like red flags in one. I'm sorry. I know like I don't like uniforms. I hate like uniform animes where everyone's like we're at school. Yeah, I'm not at school. I don't care about school. Like give me a fight. But I know. It had its good moments, but it was just very. It was harem.
Okay, but what
Harems
dropped
upset
it to,
me. It upset my soul.
How did it drop to a 1?
Yeah, how'd it go from a 5 to a 1.5? List the big flags. The big flags.
Yeah, you're gonna have to.
The big flags. The big flags are there is not like you show me this cool power structure. There's sorcery. There's vampires. There's like vampire hunters. You have a school of this mix of this cool like lord packed community. And I don't have one goddamn like intense fight. There's not. I didn't see it. I didn't see any exchange. I didn't see any powers going against each other. I didn't see any guys pulling out any cool vampire hunting weapons.
It's not a shonen though. You gotta come at it.
But it's a love show too. Kind of.
It's more of like
no one kissed. No one like.
It's
got
more of
intimate.
a drama.
No one sucked all her blood. Like you know what I mean? Like I don't know.
Think of it like this. It's like what was that one TV show on MTV? It was like Teen Wolf. It's like something like that. Where, yeah, there is a person who literally turns into the wolf or whatever, has his own powers and shit, but most of the time, he's just in high school chilling, doing a little bit of drama, having some conflicts.
It was like slightly slice of life, like I obviously supernatural slice of life, but just I don't know. It was all of my not so much for me, and just some of the depths. Some of the issues that happened, I was in there. I was locked in. I liked the battle conflicts that people were going through, but I just feel like I don't know. I'm sorry. I
mean, damn, Reggie-sama, that was
1 out of 5
That's
for me,
hurtful.
guys. I'm sorry. And I mean,
That's
the
hurtful.
world watch it because I've learned that this show is famously hated. Like
Yeah.
you guys set me up a little bit. Like I've seen a lot of like people who are just like, this is the show never to watch. Like I even like
there was a lot. Yeah, there
a
was
lot of
reviews
backlash.
that
I'm
say
sorry. There's a lot of
about this,
backlash. However, I mean, I think everything has backlash, right? Everyone has a team of people who hate it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's not fair. Because it
Haters.
is a good. I like the power structure. I like the universe. If they did a live action, I would 100% watch it. I would 100% be into it just to see that story expanded. But like, I don't know. I hope that more happens. I'm sure more will happen in season 2, and I'm sure if I give it more, it'll.
So you didn't
develop
finish
more.
it.
I did season 1, so that's as far as I am, and I'm not. I'm sorry. It's just not. It wasn't what I like, but I liked it. It was what I don't like presented to me in a well manner, and I was like, okay, all right.
I mean, at least
But
you
then
gave it
like
a
there were
chance.
things that were like building up. I'm like, okay, I want to
That's the
see
lowest
certain
rating.
fights.
You
I want
don't
to see.
count.
I wanted to see certain deaths, and then nobody
I mean-
died. Nobody. There was
we
no.
in all his defense, like when it came to like us reviewing a lot of these animes, okay, we can't always give every anime like at least a 3 or a 4.
No, I mean you can, but you got to look at it
like
at
we're
that
going,
point
I
of
feel like
view.
we're going to go through everything.
You
For
have-
me,
you have to
that's a
have
1.5.
that
I'm sorry.
mindset and that point of view. So,
Yeah.
so what about you, D Money?
Well, wait. First off, to piggyback off of Reggie-sama, right?
Oh boy.
There was like I agree, like the fights, like it wasn't what we're used to fights, right? It was more like a
So it's not a shonen.
yeah. It's like
I
I'm
don't
that
like
guy,
you don't
so
like
I'm gonna
me.
slap you, and you're just gonna accept that. You know,
Yeah,
it wasn't like
yeah.
a
whoa, he really just slapped me right now in front of everybody. I'm not even gonna fight him right now.
yeah, like you
I'm
know,
sorry.
there was no. Oh well, I'm not gonna take that. You know, you know, like.
But you gotta
was very-
remember they had order and structure. Definitely
Yeah,
being
but-
on a vampire
But
level.
still, like, even with Kaname and Zero, Kaname would threaten Zero, and Zero would just be like, whatever, and walk off. Like,
because I mean,
you know, like,
that's the
like,
mentality you need.
you're a
because
vampire
why
hunter.
start
I'm not
shit?
worried about you. Yeah.
Listen.
Why just like
listen,
throw gasoline on the fire? Why?
listen.
Mm.
I'm a vampire hunter. We should equally
And
be afraid of
you
each other.
already know
like,
you
I
want to
could
kill
kill
him.
you, you could kill me, like, kind of,
You're
you
a
know?
little cocky.
Yeah.
Yo, you want someone to listen to you?
Yeah,
No.
like,
But that was always
we're
his
not gonna
attitude.
fight each other, but like, if we did,
We had-
it could
that-
go
that
either
was
way.
always
I'm
his
prepared.
attitude,
though.
I prepped.
Yeah.
That was always his attitude.
No, it was very. Listen,
That was always Zero's attitude. He
Listen.
wanted to kill every vampire. Definitely
yes.
Kaname.
When he was alone, when he was in front of vampires, that's not what he was saying.
He was like
Because he gonna get
pseudo-racist.
jumped. He gonna get jumped.
I don't like vampires.
All right. All right. Well, tell us.
What's your rating though?
Yeah. What
What's
you
your
gonna rate
rating?
it?
Listen, I would rate it like a 3.5, right? And the reason I'm rating it 3.5 is because one, the fight scenes could have been better, right?
No,
like
it's not a shonen.
No. Let me
Let him cook.
elaborate.
Let
Let me
him cook.
elaborate. Right?
Powers.
They can't
no.
like you can't bring in a anime
like-
about powers and like.
No,
basically
bro.
dominance.
That's like fucking throwing Dragon Ball into a rom com. Oh well, look at
There
fucking
are
Bulma
stories like
Vegeta.
that.
Yes.
There are stories like
There
that.
are, but it's like this, right? The vampires have supernatural powers, right? And the vampires kill people for blood, right? And then you talk about vampire hunters. So it just makes sense that, okay, well, there's going to be like really cool fight scenes. There wasn't top of the line fight scenes. It was just, it was all right fight scenes.
A little bit of a side note though, like if this anime was like collaborating with Van Helsing, that would be pretty sweet.
Yeah.
I would bump
So
that up.
3.5.
And that, wait, hold on.
I'd bump
And
that
then
to a 4.
on top of that,
It's good to watch them together.
they were very dramatic for no reason. Like a lot of the things that they were being dramatic about could have honestly been avoided.
Weren't that big a deal?
Like
Yeah,
it would be like, oh my god, it's snowing.
they were like legit caught up in high
Be
school
like-
drama.
Yeah,
What
it'd
is-
be like
What is
why-
snow? Snow is white.
Be
What
like-
is
They
white?
were in school.
still like it was just
What is red?
special.
All right.
But hold on.
So you
hold
said
on.
3.5.
Let me say my positives.
All right, hurry up.
Right? The positives, however, the character development over the course of season 1 and season 2 was really well. The villain that they brought into season 1 and season 2 was done really well. And then they did reduce the dramaticness in the anime, and they did kind of like hint at there's more to come in the future. You just got to wait for it kind of thing. So it's like, okay, well, we hear what you're saying, but that's later down the line. You got to wait for the bigger action, the bigger impact to happen, So it gave you something to look forward to for the future kind of thing. And that caught my attention. Yeah.
All right. Well, be rad.
What'd you give it, peaking?
Yeah, 3.5.
So 3.5, 3.5, and a 1.5.
I mean,
That's-
I'm leaning more to 2. I'm willing to give it a 2.
And but in my defense, if they put Van Helsing in this anime, I would have bumped it up to a 4.
But it's not. So
Future reference though. Get to it.
3.5.
for me, not finishing it, from what I've watched and read, I'll probably give it a 4. Just because I'm not looking at it as a shonen.
I'm not either.
I'm not looking for
I'm
fight
not looking
scenes
at
like
it,
that.
I'm
not
looking at
either.
story. Like what story?
The story was good.
It was okay.
It was good. It was good.
Well,
For what it had. For being a 2008 anime, being where it was good.
They wrote good stories.
Please,
back
I'll
then.
force you
They
to
wrote
watch Case
Hamlet in
Closed if you're
18.
not careful.
And
What are you talking about, man?
just like, it's not even just about the character development. Like the way they put it all into motion
Mm-hmm.
and had the plot going, I found it entertaining.
Gotcha.
Like, sure, it was a letdown when the pure blood stuck his fucking hand through the fucking chest of the other one and took the heart out, but it's just, like I said, it's not a shonen. It's more of a drama, love kind of thing. And that's what I looked at it towards. He was protecting Yuki, and he kept wanting to give up, but he didn't. He wanted to take himself out. He wanted to kill a pure blood and take himself out. He didn't. And I find that,
I'm just
You
with
know-
my man P, man. I've seen it done a couple times before, and I appreciate how they did it, and I appreciate your love of it. That's why I watched it.
see, I look at it in a different light, man. I feel like you guys are trying to look at it as a shonen because you keep bringing up the fights.
Not always in the show. Like, okay, so for instance, my manga, right? Today would be, what is it? Sensequential quintuplets.
Yeah.
Quintessential
that's it.
quintuplets.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
So
animated.
It's animated, but I mean, it's an amazing read. I've only read it, and if you haven't watched it and you're looking for just something to like kind of peruse through,
That shit's a letdown too.
enjoy, and it's a harem, right? You have a boy who's kind of flaky, but he's good at certain
He's
scholarly,
an academic.
He's a very academic guy, academic otaku, and these 5 sisters, these quintuplet sisters, need tutoring. And it's a weird, it's a definite weird, twisted love story.
I don't like who he married. Best girl, Miku.
He had his twin flame, but sometimes you have to resist, man. I don't know, Who
So
knows?
yeah, talk more about your manga minute. I give it a 4, but still, talk about your manga minute.
Okay, sorry. I mean, that's definitely one to check out. Outside of that, oh man, I mean, if we're gonna get into it, have I talked about jogging? I don't think I have.
No.
Jogging, J-A-J-K-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-N. It's
Goddamn.
it's like that time frogs that grant wishes rain from the sky. So one day, 1,000 frogs fall from the sky. If they jump into you, they harmonize with your soul, and whatever your deepest desire is, it kind of mutates you, and you become like a demi-human monster thing that like is all about whatever you desire, right? But there's a guy he's a cop. He has this wonderful life that he just kind of resents. He's like, I have this girl I love, and she wants to get married and have a baby, but like it's too perfect. And I'm a cop, and I work well, and I have good money, but like I just want to shoot the people that like antagonize me. I hate people. But he gets one on him, and essentially gets this like blaster cannon arm. But it is dark, it is twisted, it is an amazing story. And there's like one villain in particular who has this magic tongue, and, and he's probably like in my top 3.
He's like licky, huh?
Times. He's got a little Professor X powers going on here. It's pretty interesting. But Jockin, really good, really solid.
Okay.
Check it out.
What about you, Peking? What's the fun fact or quote you chose?
Actually, the fun fact for this one, the Japanese voice actor who voices Zero in Vampire Knight also voices Light
Yagami.
Yagami, thank you, from Death Note. And
That's cool. I didn't know that.
Tamaki
I like his voice acting.
Suo from Ouran High School Host Club. Didn't know what
We're gonna have to talk about Death Note at one point.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Soda.
All right, quote of the day, D Money. Over here passing
Quote
out.
of the day by Kanume Kuran himself, the pure blood vampire.
Fuck them bitches.
Sometimes forgetting is a type of happiness.
That's facts. That's definitely fucking
That's
facts.
deep as hell.
Yeah.
Shit.
Makes you really
I felt that.
makes you really sit and think about that, you know?
I definitely felt like recently. I felt that.
Yeah. You know? Because sometimes you just gotta let go and let live, you know?
I feel that now.
Yeah.
So basically, what I just said is fuck them bitches, but you did it in a more sensible light.
Yeah, you know?
More PR, man.
You know, we're keeping in the same category as the last episode. It is what it is, you know?
Right. Gotcha.
The theme.
Yeah, the theme, you know? But yeah.
All right, so we have to plug in the Discord. I got a Discord made. It's still something, that's a work in progress. If you guys want, I can put it on this podcast episode in the, I wouldn't really say the poll. I could put it as like,
You can
the
drop a link
question,
onto the video, yeah.
and then you guys can join if you want. It's there. You don't have to,
Yeah, no.
but it'd be cool.
Be cool, do it.
Check it out.
Listen,
See
if
what
you
it's
don't
about.
join, you're lame. Like that's just what it is.
You gotta be
know?
part of the
Requests on
taco
there,
crew.
We can have,
Yeah, you know.
comments, suggestions.
Yeah, there's gonna be like
We
polls
said
and
something
stuff
wrong,
in there.
we offended somebody.
You might find your waifu if you join. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
You
like
never know.
I got a bot added to where you guys can roll for waifus and husbandos.
yeah.
So
$25
yeah,
deposit.
who doesn't want fucking Minato as a husband? Come on.
Is that what you want? Like,
it's okay, man.
I mean, if I was to
Come
get a
on.
husband, it'd be Minato.
Jesus.
Hey, man, no judgment.
All right.
yeah.
You telling me you wouldn't date Baki?
It just seems aggressive.
What am I getting out of this?
Yeah, seriously. I'd rather be dating Bulma from Dragon Ball. At
You
least I
sure
get-
you don't want to
like-
date Jack the Ripper?
Actually, no, I'm good.
Why? You'd be fine.
That's a weird mustache. Man.
Yeah.
Trust it. It's weird. It captured his
But
voice.
I
He'd be
still
asleep and he'd be like, "You're so pretty.
Yeah.
Like your color is beautiful."
energy. I can see it,
So
Carol.
yeah, we got the Discord going. We're still working on YouTube and TikTok. We're trying to figure things out. The next 2 episodes are gonna be Hitori no Shita and Tokyo Ghoul, and then I will put a poll either on the Spotify podcast or on Instagram. So check that out. It will be there'll be a couple animes to choose from, but you guys are going to choose the next 2 that we do after those and let us know so that way we can cover what you guys want to hear. You got anything, Reggie?
No, I mean, check these out. Get excited. I mean, let us know how you feel about it. I think it's still worth a watch. It's one of those iconic things that you need to just watch. And if you love it, you're like, no, that's good. I don't know what's wrong with those people.
It's either you
Or
love
if
it or hate it.
Yeah, if you hate it, you're like, I get why people hate it. You know, I think it's just worth a watch. It's a good story. It's definitely a good story. It's just the execution. You might love it. You might hate it. It's not for everybody.
Fair.
Do
Fair.
it. Do it.
What about you, Peking? Any outgoing thoughts?
Basically, good morning, good evening, and good night. Hopefully, everything's all right. You know what I'm saying?
Magandang gabi. What about you, D Money?
Like always, 5 stars is preferable. Leave how many stars you feel like we deserve. Please comment and leave all comments down below. We're open to any advice, questions, anything that you have for us. We're here for you.
Yeah, that's definitely part of the Discord. We have we have multiple things in there you guys gotta check out for like reviews and what you guys want to hear and all. Just check it out. You guys will love it. If you don't, tell us what we can change. I'll go in there and we can make some changes.
5-star reviews get put in the lottery for free stuff. Got gifts for you. I'm serious. We'll call you out. We'll shout you out.
Yeah, eventually we'll start
Big
doing
shout out for the
some giveaways and stuff like that. But
Who knows? You might get a new Xbox. Not twice.
that's on
Box with an
Peking's
X on
budget.
it.
You're right. Yeah,
He said it,
a
that's
box-
on him.
Box with an X on
I didn't say which Xbox.
it. It comes with free beer inside.
Mine would say like Dead or Alive or something like that. Not Xbox.
Yeah, we're gonna end up doing some raffles and stuff and giveaways for more that follow and stuff like that. We'll give away like giant mouse pads, like anime related. Waifu, yeah, right. The waifu figurines and stuff like that.
The waifu mouse pads, the one with you can put your wrist in your tits.
Yes,
I fucking love those.
The booby wrist.
Those things are amazing.
I used to have one of those.
I have 3 of them.
I had to get rid of it.
Nice.
Unfortunately, I'm gonna buy another one now.
There's
I'm a
one with a
single
nice.
man.
There's another one with a nice juicy ass on it. I'm just like.
I've
fuck
seen
yeah.
those. I've seen the one with
Fuck.
hitting the mic. That's gonna be hard to edit out.
Didn't mean to hit the mic. I hit my hand. God damn it.
It's absorbing the feeling. Okay.
But yeah, that's the podcast for this week. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Otaku Chronicles out.